The last thing your hot chips see. Why foreigners are afraid of Australia versus why Aussies are afraid of Australia. What you leave out for Santa, America versus Australia. Choke me daddy, me, feeds her Weet-Bix with no milk. Save the animals in Australia, the animals in Australia. How to catch an Australian. Bugs in Pokemon, bugs in Australia. He calls it man versus wild. In Australia we call it camping. Just 1 teaspoon of Milo, right mom? Experts, Aussies who eat veg might have lower anxiety levels, me. Australians have accidentally been eating a fish unknown to science, thank goodness. Usually, it's the other way round. Fish unknown to science is eating Australians. Cow caught casually eating snake in outback Australia. I'm confused as to how the food chain works in Australia. Looks like frost, but it's spider season in Australia. Burn the whole country. Or damn, my bad. The Mediterranean Sea perfectly fits inside Australia. Australia do this. If this happened it would drown nearly 5 people. Punching sharks now declared Australia's national sport. How Australian can you get? This bloke was 6 foot tall. Fun Australian fact. This kangaroo is waiting for pursuers to come into the water with him, where he will try to drown them. They are extremely good at it. Australian addict dresses up as cop and raids another user's home. Australia is mental. This is an actual photo of a dog eating a shark, while 2 snakes fight to the death. This really reassures me about my upcoming Australia work trip. Australia is beautiful. See a hawk literally throw a snake at an innocent family. This really flew here all the way from Australia. The most dangerous flightless bird in Australia is sitting under a beach umbrella stealing gates. Are you going to tell what's basically a dinosaur that it can't have your grapes or beach spot? Because I'm not. Australian man involved in a shark attack beats shark to death with his own severed leg. How do Australians reproduce? We throw a boomerang, and whoever catches it is our designated mate. My friend left her window open in her bedroom, and came back to find this. If there was a post to describe Australia, this is it. Not all Australian animals will kill you. Don't get me wrong. He wants to. He just can't. A possum broke into an Australian bakery and ate so many pastries it couldn't move. This is how they found him. Rare mutated golden Australia possum is named Pikachu. Australian McDonald's is shitting on American McDonald's, WTF. Meanwhile in Australia, we see the funny side to almost everything. Activists, we need to save the Australian wildlife. The Australian wildlife. Co-worker, what did you do Saturday night? Me, a rampaging Australian pig drank 18 beers and got in a fight with a cow. You know you're Australian when? Mum, why is my cousin's name Gold? Because your aunt likes gold, sweetie. Well, what about me? Enough questions, Macus run. When she says she likes guys who are tough on the outside but soft on the inside. Oh sweet, a snow day, no school, said no Australian ever. How about now? Is this a Halloween decoration or a picture of a house in Australia? Why do so many people think spiders are evil and out to get you? Look at this nerd run away in an overly dramatic cartoonish way, just because something touched it. But spot the Australian. Alternative human evolution, that's just an Australian. Australian man caught sea monster with no eyes and a mouth full of sharp teeth. I feel like Australia is where the devil keeps his pets. Australia vs Pluto. I had no idea they had beef. The end of Australia. A rare image of an American and an Australian in a public restroom at the same time. Me, we should replace the British monarch on our coins with Australian symbols. Friend, what should we put on it? Me. It's 2 AM and I can't sleep, starter pack. I'm bored, wanna do something. The only shots you'd never regret the next morning. You know you're Australian when the TV you watched as a kid still gives you nightmares. Magpie season. the pupil of your eye can expand as much as 55% while looking at something you love. When you're 12, but still wanna crack a cold one. I never know what's going to happen. When I go into Kmart, will I be there for 5 minutes, 5 hours? Will I spend $5 or 500? Who knows? Nonos is trying to figure out how to make Vegemite on toast like. In Australia we lock the doors because of them. POV, an Australian waking up. This is Australia. There are 1275 animals that could kill you in this picture. When Australians can't believe it, Norway. Downvoting a meme because it's not your opinion. Downvoting a meme because it's false. Downvoting a meme because you like it as an Australian. A quick guide to speaking Australian. Downvote, Australian upvote. Have you guys ever seen a wet koala? It's the scariest thing ever, like ever. American style anarchy and violence, a somewhat functional government, Australia. Meanwhile in Australia. Only in Australia you find magpies attacking a rider on an electricity box. Australians be like. Canadian kids wearing shorts when it's 10 degrees outside. Australian kids wearing jackets when it's 30 degrees out. American kids not understanding the meme because they don't know what Celsius degree is. Travel in Australia. When you wanna post a meme about Australia. Scott Morgan denies climate change, the whole country of Australia in one day. You know Australia is dangerous when the second lowest fire level is high. What people think Australia is like versus what it's actually like. Non-Australian. I got hit by a hailstone. Gosh it hurts. Australian. Oh yeah, the spikes are brutal. Non-Australian. The what now? Volcanoes, the only thing not trying to kill Australians. Australian slang. Actual words, random words that rhyme with the original phrase, mate. How it feels when you cut your mouth on a super duper packet. What people think Australia is like, what it's actually like. What kind of Australian are you? Has no taste buds, perfect human, probably a serial killer. This is why Australia and New Zealand are always fighting. The Americans told me to spend 3.5 billion US on tanks against the Chinese, so I did. Mate, we live on an island. Well, she. $240 versus $4. Only in Australia, appropriate footwear must be worn while on the premises. Minimum requirement thongs. Australians in Bali start a pack. Roses are red, fake teeth are called dentures. Man hitting a balloon on Hawaii's cooking adventures. When you walked into school with one of these bad boys and became popular for 3 minutes. How to piss of an Aussie. The uploader has not made this video available in your country. This bottled water scared me to death last night. My girlfriend's hair clip nearly put me in cardiac arrest. Anonymous hero donates hospital 200 human kidneys. Hold up. Fun biology fact. Toddler skulls are full of teeth waiting watching. Did y'all know that there's concept art of Teenage Shrek? That noise. Oh, that's just the house settling. When someone tells me to take it down a notch. Don't kill the spider, they said. Nothing bad would happen, they said. When you see it, you'll be the scaredest person on earth. I don't know why you scream whenever I come out from underneath the bed, but it hurts my feelings. The moment you catch him sneaking midnight, oops, didn't notice you woke up. Ghost, are you not scared? Me, this was the only place I could afford rent. Ghost, for real, but you've got 2 jobs. Me, want to play GoldenEye. Ghost, sure man, slaps only. Bruh, 3 AM challenges aren't scary. What's really scary are moms when you get a bad grade. At Trader Joe's, elderly lady in line next to me. Excuse me young man, do you have the time? Me holding my coconut waters. Time is an abyss profound as 1,000 nights. That face you make when you find the perfect outfit. Can't sleep, don't worry, me neither. Stop worrying about being the hottest girl and start being the scariest. Me holding on for a better tomorrow. Top 5 scariest jump scares. Feeling cute, might move around the room later. When you wake up around 2 to 3 AM without any reason, there is a 90% chance that someone is staring at you. The pile of clothes on my chair during the day. The pile of clothes on my chair at 3 AM. But what if Venom had eyes? Scary is the thought of you staying at a job you hate, but that's none of my business. Girls playing horror games. OMG, so scary. Boys, I'll just make the ghost have SpongeBob's face. I'm bored. Got any interesting stories, people? Maybe it'd be better if you told us what that thing is in your mirror. No beans. Also, hammers cost $500 if you want one. Me coming out of my room to eat the leftover foods after the guest leaves. Dear parents, just because your child is smiling at their phone doesn't mean they have a boyfriend or girlfriend. Maybe they are just looking at pictures of weird rooms. This is the most cursed face swap I have ever seen. Nice guys before and after being rejected. What's normal at 3 PM, but terrifying at 3 AM? The sound of the ice cream truck. Why the hell did they make the crematorium sound so delicious? The scary memes have ended. Everyone is now safe. I wanted to give my dog a haircut and now I want him to leave my house. I'm scared. Dear girlfriends and wives, please hang your wigs where the kids cannot reach. I nearly collapsed last night in my own house. They were supposed to be smiley faces, now they look like torturized souls begging for death. If I cut off my foot and like swing it at your head, am I kicking or hitting you? You will most likely mentally scar me more than anything. The coffee shop had Among Us cookies today. They should make one of the cookies the imposter and just freaking poison it. My sister after I slightly push her. Mamaya. My brother after I open his ribcage. This but a scratch. When your little brother gives you life advice. Me meeting my parents at the door. My brother crying in the living room. Me. I only pushed him. My brother. 28 stab wounds. My little brother rats me out to my mom. 2 hours later, my parents leaves the house. Me, my brother. Me gets a new gaming console. My little brother is for me. 6-year-old me saying a curse word to my mom. My older brother who told me it was a nice thing to say. How I look at my amazing older brother when he does something I wasn't able to do. When brother asks me if he's really adopted, younger sibling, I want the truth. Me, you can't handle the truth. When your mom makes you take your little brother out with you. Me, because I'm better. My little brother, at what? Me, everything. My 14-year-old brother telling me that 76 times 22 times 48 times 97,000 times 0 is equal to 0. 6-year-old me. When your older brother decides to take you along to hang out with his friends. He said he didn't want to be my brother anymore. Now he's my sister. My half brother is 6'3". Imagine if he were a full brother. The guy, his full brother, picks a fight with you, cries to mom when you win. My little brother, me, tell mom you're hungry and you want a McDonald's. How do I put this older brother? It's my time now. Me, literally builds a car. My family, nothing. My younger brother, scratches himself. My family. My little brother at 12:45 AM on the security camera. My brother posted this on Snapchat. Look at what my 10-year-old brother told his girlfriend. Do you think I'm ugly? A little bit, but I still love you. My brother sent me this picture and said remember who you are. My little brother saved up to buy me a ring for my birthday. My brother would walk in my room and leave the door open when he left. New Year's twins born just 3 minutes apart, but in different years. Me, guys, my little brother, struggling to beat a level in a game, because it's too tough for him, me. Please lower your voice, mom will hear you. I didn't even hit you that hard, hit me back, we'll call it even. Please don't tell mom. When you break something, but your brother gets in trouble, because you're the innocent princess. When you are fighting with your brother and your dad comes in. When someone annoys the younger brother and the older brother is there, you shall not touch my sibling. I've got more brains and looks as well, so you know. Coughs. Baldness. That's pretty rich coming from a ginger. My brother says I said something. Me who didn't say that. But why? Why would you do that? My parents. Can you watch your baby brother tonight please? He's not that bad. My baby brother. Me. Helps little brother make his first meme. My brother. When sisters are alone at home. When brothers are alone at home. Me. No cheats this time, okay. My older brother. Okay. Also him. Me. Does something funny to my parents. Little brother. Copies me. Also me. Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. This is how you know they are actually brothers. Whatever you're doing brother, I suggest you do it faster. Shut up Loki. You must have missed something. I didn't. I'm pressing every button on this thing. Don't hit it. Just press it gently. I'm pressing it gently. It's not working. Do I look like a younger Asian version of John Wick? You look like his brother, John Wack. When your mom says, take your brother with you. How siblings play together. Brother sister, sister sister, brother brother. Others, you have an older brother. He must be protective and nice. Me. Even though it cost $2,500, it was still the best prank Josh ever pulled on his twin brother. She's in timeout for telling her brother that if he don't stop eating all the french fries, he'll end up looking like me. My dog is too old to go on walks anymore, so my brother put her in a wheelbarrow and went around the neighborhood. My brother, 18. Don't you hate when you eat almonds and your throat gets scratchy and you feel like you can't breathe? Everyone. That's not how that works. That means you're my brother. Oh no, I'm not allergic. I've eaten them for 18 years. It just always does this. I'm giving out rotisserie chicken to trick-or-treaters tonight. The fudge gave my brother a rotisserie chicken when he went trick-or-treating. My brother got a photo of his son at the exact moment he stubbed his toe and I can't stop laughing. Why did I just witness my 13-year-old brother trying to bottle flip a gallon of milk? How did it go? Brother, no. If the chicken was seasoned, there would be no confusion. My brother went on a date with his little girlfriend, and he is so in love. When I was a kid, I had $10. My older brother convinced me to trade him for two $1 cause 2 bills was more than 1. When your jerk older brother holds your stuff just out of reach. How to break someone's neck. My brother is not moving, help. I bought my dumbest brother a crockpot, so he doesn't starve in college and he does this. Y'all, my 14-year-old little brother prepared this meal for my husband and I. My brother didn't want cake for his birthday, so he wanted birthday bread. I'm still in awe from how my brother and his girlfriend came for Halloween. I don't know my relationship with my siblings is always either, yo I'll help you hide the body, or, do not even breathe in my direction. There is no in between. My autistic brother was sad that Blockbuster was closing down, so my parents made a mini one at home for him. Ran into my 17-year-old brother in the kitchen at 1 AM last night, and when I asked him what he was doing he just shrugged and said, "These are my roaming hours," and walked off. My dad and brother recreated this photo 28 years later. Is it cool having a police officer brother? Can you shut down a girl's party and arrest her for underage drinking because she broke my heart? Hell yeah, send me the address. fathers casually dropping the craziest lore of their lives in the middle of a conversation. My brother and I trying to piece together our dad's life based on random info he casually brings up once and then never mentions again. My brother vacuum sealed the only scissors in the house. My brother gave me this cup as a gift. My brother made me the birthday cake from Sleeping Beauty. My brother has decided to start defying the laws of physics. 2 sisters and a brother got matches tats. Stop barking or you'll end up like your brother. My brother said I've spoiled all these girls and friends and I haven't spoiled you. That's not how it should be. All materialistic things aside, I have a great brother. My older brother coming downstairs to help me beat Matt on Wii Sports. Gamers, why does my back hurt? Also gamers, when your PS5 is too fast that you can't even read the loading screen tips. Me, spends 2 hours on character creator. Also me, you woo a helmet. When you sit down to play the game and everyone in your house meets you all of a sudden. When you're losing to your little bro in a game. Too bad buddy, this twisted game needs to be reset. No one, literally no one, toxic player when they killed you. Watching other people play horror games, playing a horror game yourself. How choices are presented in games, what the choices actually are. I bet a lot of you guys won't admit that you guys play your games on the easiest difficulty, and that's okay. Games are supposed to be fun, not stressful. PC gamers when their custom 15K gaming setup performs better than $400 console. Season 1, Season 5. Mobile gamers be like, level 10 boss, oh, I thought you were dead. Me who used a 30-second act to revive. My death was greatly exaggerated. Skins don't make you play better, they intimidate the enemy. They don't affect your gameplay, they give me confidence, but you keep buying. At least I die with style. No one, my teammates like. New game that I probably will never play, me buying it because it's cheap. There's an NPC in a game somewhere, still waiting on you to finish that side quest you forgot about. When me and the boys get online to play, but instead just we end up talking about our day. Remember what they took from us. POV, you're gonna lose. Me after finally beating a difficult boss, second phase. What my girlfriend sees when I spoil her with 18 seconds of chat between games. Activision, Microsoft, look at me, I'm the captain now. Rockstar, Bethesda, EA and CDPR's explanation for their disastrous game releases. I got caught up in the money, the power. When Rockstar announces GTA 5 for PS9. The best video game episode television has ever seen. What was the most remembered game line for you guys? All we had to was follow the damn train, CJ. When you're playing an Assassin's Creed game and the main story forces you to the modern world. Get me out of here. How holding the PS4 controller feels after holding the PS5 controller. So, what's new with the game? We changed the number on the cover. When your friend with a 0.6 KD clutches for the team. Expectations versus reality. When your opponent is better than expected. Dark Souls players, when a girl approaches them, but they haven't memorized the attack pattern of females yet. Hackers in movies, gamers in movies, hackers in real life, gamers in real life. When you turn on the PC you built for the first time. Me trying to save money this year. Nobody, Todd Howard every few years, by Skyrim. You may be old, but are you this old? Having to wait 15 minutes on a loading screen, realizing that it says press any key to continue. I miss when Call of Duty made you feel like you were in a war, and not fighting drug cartels like the recent games. When you beat a game on hard difficulty, professional gamer. EA making games with abysmal GPU requirements. Why do PC gamers do this? In the year 2000 my parents didn't want me to play Tenchu 2 because the blood and gore is so realistic. Next month I will start saving my money. Mortal Kombat 1, Payday 3. Game designer, but how are we going to play test everything before launch? Company owners, that's the neat part, you don't. My wife is still confused, why our new router is so expensive. Me after dying on purpose, so I can eat my snacky snacks. When you're in the restaurant and hear the match about to start. I'm going to bed early tonight. Is that the song? A NPC dies with a sad cutscene. Me on my second playthrough. Oh no. Anyway. This Airbnb we are staying at has 2 gaming PCs and a 4080. The first club I ever went to. God creates an app. Man creates Minecraft. Now that's what I'm talking about. All the communities racing to see who is the most toxic. Meanwhile at the front. Enemy team. Guy who has been playing since launch. Guy who maximumed out everything. Guy who mastered every weapon with Godang. Guy who plays the game professionally. Your team. Guy who just bought the game yesterday. Fortnite Squeaker blaming his team for everything. Troy raping the PC. Kid with potato PC playing on 2 FPS. My parents in their 20s. Let's buy this house and have 3 children. Me in my 30s. You are offered $1 million, but to claim it, you must enter the last video game you played and stay there for a year. If you accept the money, how is life there? Me who just played Halo Reach. Gamers, when the controller they threw in a fit of rage isn't working anymore. My girl when I ask her to keep me alive and calm while I use the bathroom. Me getting a PS Plus title, my physical copy of the same game. So long partner. Me listening to my 3 dead teammates call me trash after I couldn't pull off the 1v4. When you win a match at 3 AM and you hear your parents clapping from their room, they love me. Me just casually playing a video game in my room, the enemy in the game, the enemy when my parents come in my room. Announcement trailer, gameplay trailer 2 years later, released game 6 years later. Gamers when they start losing. Why? Hyping. Oh that's why. This onion won't make me cry. One day you'll play your last video game without realizing. When the enemy's team usernames all start with the same clan tag, we're all gonna die. When you can pet the dogs in a video game. It's 2026. It's the showcase of next-gen consoles. Rockstar Games logo shows up. GTA 5 Remastered. Video game final boss. You took everything from me. Me who skipped all cutscenes. I don't even know who you are. Trash talkers online versus real life. Gamers who casually die. Try hard and pro player saying GG even after they lose. Toxic player and hacker saying as even after they lose. How I see my controller. How my parents see my controller. Do you know someone over 30 who still plays video games? Well of course I know him, he's me. Things that disappear when you need them the most. Autosave, do you trust me? Gamers, no. Game, stealth is optional. Me and my friend. Kaboom, yes Rico Kaboom. Guys, women are so emotional. Guys at 2 AM losing on a video game. Enemy squad, my squad. Games make you violent. Gamers,